you traveling back to the Philippines anytime soon, or is this your first time to travel to the Philippines? Now, do you need to complete this I declare, or what we call the electronic customs baggage and currencies declaration? Watch this video and find out what type of customs declaration form do you need to complete, and who in particular need to complete the I declare. Hi everyone, and welcome to Jamey Iris TALK TV. Today, we will be talking about one of the documents that you have to complete once you arrive in the Philippines. Are you excited for your vacation? I believe that you are. So let me help you, guide you on what are the documents that you have to complete. So I hope that you have watched my other video and you have already seen the e-travel online registration form. Now, there is another registration form that you have to complete upon arrival in the Philippines or while you are on board the aircraft. But the question is, which among the types of customs declaration form do you have to complete? So let me discuss more about that. My name is Jamey Iris, and you are watching Jamey Iris TALK TV. Today, I will share to you about the customs declaration form in the Philippines. By the way, I prepare not only travel videos, but also videos about current events and other informative and interesting videos simply just for travelers like you. I also would want to say welcome to all our subscribers, and I would like to invite and welcome our new viewers who have not yet subscribed to our channel to please click the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you'll get updated whenever I have a new video simply just for you. And of course, looking forward after this video, you'll be able to like and share also our video. Now with that, what is this customs declaration form in the Philippines? Now, all arriving travelers must accomplish a customs baggage declaration form or CBDF, which will be submitted to the assigned customs officer at the customs arrival area for clearance. Now, all arriving passengers are required to declare all goods carried or brought, indicating the quantity and the value. But then again, in the Philippines, there are two types of customs declaration form. Before, we only have the manual form. As you can see from the left side, this is what we call the manual form. And the other one just recently launched this year is called I Declare. It's the electronic customs baggage and currencies declaration. The content is similar. It's just the format that is different and depends on what airport you will be arriving. Then that's the type of customs declaration form that you are required to complete. So let me share to you. So the question is, what type of customs declaration form do travelers have to complete? So let me share that to you. Who needs to complete the manual customs declaration form? Now, all international travelers arriving at NAIA Terminal 2 and all other international airports in the Philippines, you must complete this manual customs declaration form. Now, most of the time, our flight attendants from the airlines that you will be flying with, they will have ample supply of this so that everyone on board the aircraft, before you even land on any of the Philippine airport, you will be able to complete this already. So please complete this accurately and make sure that you have inserted this with your passport so that you will not forget this inside your bag. So this is what we call the customs declaration manual form. Now, There is also what we call the I Declare or the Electronic Customs Baggage and Currency Declaration. Now, who needs to complete this? Now, all arriving international travelers arriving at NAIA Terminal 1 have to complete this I Declare or Electronic Customs Baggage and Currency Declaration. So let me share to you the guidelines regarding this. And after this, I'll show you the website on how you can complete the I Declare. So let me show you the step-by-step on how to complete the I Declare. Now, there are 6 steps to complete this electronic customs baggage and currency declaration. Step number 1. But before that, if you are arriving at the NAIA Terminal 1, please take note of the following steps for a convenient customs clearance process. Step number 1. Within 48 hours prior to your arrival, all travelers and crew members arriving at NAIA Terminal 1 shall log in at https://ideclare.customs.gov.ph. So everyone, this is the official website of the electronic customs. And of course, the last part will be our step. Please proceed to the green lane if you have nothing to declare, or to the red lane if you have goods that you need to declare. So what do we mean by this? We'll further discuss that in a little while. But meantime, let me show to you the actual I Declare website. So here's the website of I Declare. So that's https://ideclare.customs.gov.ph. Now, this is the official website of I Declare, no other website. So please beware of any scam or fraudulent website. Now, once you actually proceed to this website, before you can actually access the actual website, you have to click the E-CBD, acknowledgement of the privacy policy and important information, by ticking the appropriate boxes. So once you tick that, you can now proceed to access the E-CBD or I Declare. Now, once you are already at that page, please choose Arriving in the Philippines, or what we call the E-CBD application box. So written inside the blue box. So please click this. Now, there is an option also that mentions there, download the form. But again, my suggestion is just complete it online so that at least, everything will be paperless. So click E-CBD application or the blue box. And once you click that, it will prompt you to this page. Now, let me just tell you the reminder of the E-CBD. First and foremost, they are informing us that arriving travelers and crew must still fill out the customs baggage declaration form. Now, only one declaration is required per family. Now, when you say or use the term family, it refers to the members of a family who are related by blood, marriage, or adoption, arriving on the same flight. Kindly declare all goods purchased or acquired abroad as prescribed by laws and regulations. So again, only one customs declaration or customs baggage declaration form per family. Now, just below the box, you can see the port of arrival. Now, once you click this arrow down, it will only show you one terminal, and that's only NAIA Terminal 1, because the rest of the terminals in NAIA or any other part of the Philippines will have to complete the manual customs declaration form. Now, please click Next. Now, once you click Next, to proceed to the next page, you will actually see this important information. Now, let us discuss each one because this is very important. And before you proceed to the next page, you have to read and make sure that you understand what are actually stated on this pop-up page. Now, important information. It mentions here that all persons and baggage are subject to search at any time. So, maari po nilang tingnan ang inyong mga kagamitan anytime as per Section 222 and 223 of CMTA. Second, all goods, when imported from any foreign country, including those previously exported from the Philippines, shall be subject to duties and taxes as per Section 104 of CMTA, except when specifically exempted. Number 3. All travelers bringing in goods with a value of 10,000 pesos or below shall not pay duties and taxes. Number 4, all Filipino citizens are entitled to a duty and tax exemption for personal effects or your personal belongings and household goods sent or brought in up to 3 times the value of which must not exceed 150,000 pesos within a calendar year, provided the goods are not in commercial quantities or intended for barter, sale, or hire. So, the common questions that I usually receive from everyone that leaves a comment in my comment box is, Ms. Jamey, magbabayad po ba kami pag nag-uwi kami ng gamit? So, it depends upon the items that you are actually bringing in. Now, remember, most of you, whether you're Balikbayan or OFWs, now you usually come home like within a calendar year or, even after 2 calendar years. So, it means that in 1 calendar year, you are entitled to a duty and tax exemption for your personal items. That's what we call the personal effects. And then also household goods sent or brought in up to 3 times the value of which must not exceed the mentioned 150,000 pesos per calendar year. So it means most of the time what you will be bringing home, that will be tax exempted. Why? As Filipinos, you are entitled for the tax exemption. However, it's a different case if you are bringing back to the Philippines items that are in commercial quantities or you intend to sell it like for barter or even for hire. So if, like for example, what you will be bringing back to the Philippines, ang dami niya. So parang hindi naman siya pang family or personal consumption, parang pang benta siya. So tendency, the customs will be alerted that this number of items may be not for personal use but for sale, and they do have a different tax for that. So that is what they meant by the goods, as long as the goods are not in commercial quantities or not intended for barter, sale, or hire. So yun po mga kabayan, you could actually bring home with you items and you can actually declare it without the fear of, being taxed. Because again, if you're an OFW, then you are subject for duty and tax exemption. And even non-OFWs, you are. Unless you are a businessman or businesswoman who are buying things for business purposes, that's a different thing. Of course, that's something that can be monitored by the customs. So I hope that's clear mga kabayan. Kung may mga katanungan po kayo, if you have any questions about that, please just let me know through the comment boxes so that at least we could clarify. Now, some more information that are very important para sa inyo. Ito po, each traveler is entitled to duty and tax, VAT and excise, free importation of, ayan, may free pa po kayo, 2 reams of cigarettes or 50 sticks of cigars or 250 grams of pipe tobacco and 2 bottles of liquor with total value of 10,000 pesos or less. So in case, because like in the duty free, right, we usually buy, yung iba po sa atin namimili ng it's either cigarettes, cigars, or tobacco or liquor. So yan po yung maximum number and dapat 10,000 pesos or less or else it will be taxable already. And lastly, mga kabayan, failure to declare any duty-able goods will be subject it will subject the traveler to payment of duties and taxes plus a surcharge of 30% based on the total landed cost of goods. So it's better you declare it rather than you get fined if there are items that you need to declare. Later po, isi-share natin through the form ano-ano po ba yung mga items that are actually you need to declare. So meron naman po silang questionnaire later for through the general information what you need to declare. We'll discuss that later. Now, let's get to know and discuss what are the items that are prohibited. Please, wag po kayong magdadala ng ganito, iwasan, iwan nyo na po at wag na po kayong bumili because it will be confiscated once it's, kumbaga makita sa inyong bagahe once you're in the Philippines. Number 1, the following goods are prohibited. Written or printed goods, negatives, or cinematographic films, photographs, engravings, lithographs, objects, paintings, drawings, or other representation of an obscene or immoral character. So in short, so again, it could be obscene or immoral character. If you have watched my other video, which is the manual declaration form for the customs declaration form na manual, kinukomplete, ang term na ginamit dun sa old form is pornographic. So all of those and others mentioned there that coincides or similar po dito sa number 1, so please avoid that. Number 2, materials advocating or inciting treason, rebellion, insurrection, sedition against the government of the Philippines, any abortion paraphernalia, adulterated or misbranded food or drugs, counterfeit goods such as bags, shoes, etc. So please be very careful, especially those who are buying, brand, the class A, class B items of branded, let us just say accessories or branded items overseas. So that is also being monitored by customs. And then number 6, goods manufactured in whole or in part of gold, silver, or other precious metals or alloys, and the stamp, brand, or mark does not indicate the actual fineness of quality of the metals or alloys. These are the following goods that are prohibited. So please take note of this and please avoid bringing this with you in your luggage back to the Philippines. Avoid it. Warning. Offenses that may result to the forfeiture of the goods and or imposition of penalties and criminal prosecution of the traveler or crew. So everyone, what could possibly happen mga kabayan at balikbayan? Pwede nilang kunin ang mga item na ito or patawan kayo ng penalties or kaya ma-trial po kayo for criminal prosecution sa any traveler or crew. Number 1, bringing in any of the prohibited or restricted goods mentioned earlier under Section 118 and 119 of the CMTA. Number 2, bringing of regulated goods in excess of the allowable limits without a necessary import permit under Section 117 of the CMTA. Number 3, assault, resistance, or disobedience to the customs officer under Article 151 of the Revised Penal Code of the Philippines. And lastly, making any false or misleading statements to a customs officer. So please make sure that you understand all this at iwasan po natin itong mga kabayan at balikbayan and all travelers. Please make sure that we avoid bringing any of this to avoid any of the consequences mentioned above. Now, once you have read all this and understand all of the above information, please click and place a check inside the box. Please ensure that you check this and you can complete now all the details on this page. For the personal information, please complete your complete name, your gender, birth date, citizenship, and then of course your passport details, place issued, date that the passport was issued, occupation, contact details, address in the Philippines, and then is this your first time visiting in the Philippines? The answer is no. And then your last departure date. So once you answer no, when was your last departure date from the Philippines? So if you can remember that, or just check your passport, when was your last departure date from the Philippines? Let us just say. And then country of origin, where did you actually work or came from? And then date of arrival. So when is your date of arrival in the Philippines? Again, please register within 72 hours before your flight. So here it has a reminder, arrival date must not be earlier than the current date. So like for today is December 7th. So if it's within 48 hours before your flight, let's just say on the 9th, you'll be arriving in the Philippines. So airline or flight number. And then for the type of traveler, please select any of the following. Are you an OFW, a resident, a non-resident, an onboard courier, a non-Filipino? So for foreign nationals and Balikbayan, you can actually choose non-Filipino. And then diplomat, crew member, visitor or tourist, and student visa holder. Now, for the crew member, these are for the airline crew members. So for those who are seafarers, so please do not choose crew member. These are only for airline crew member. So for seafarers, please choose OFW. Purpose of travel, so you can select, is it for business, for vacation, for study, to visit the relatives, or are you a returning Filipino, or others? So again, for the OFWs, you can actually choose either, for vacation. Now for OFWs, please choose returning Filipino. Now, number of accompanying members of the family, if you have any, please indicate. If you have accompanying members 18 years old below or 18 years old above, please indicate. If none, leave it as 0. Number of baggage, for example, check-in bags will be 2, hand carry 1. So it's declared and it's clearer actually. Now, this customs baggage declaration form must be submitted to a customs officer for clearance of the traveler, crew, and baggage. Now, let's proceed to the general declaration. Now, total amount of goods purchased and or acquired overseas. So, you can declare it either in Philippine peso or in US dollars. For example, in US dollars, how much goods have you purchased overseas? Let us just say it's amounting to 100. Okay? $150. So, you can just simply declare it just like that. Now, let us discuss each one that you have. What are the items that you have to declare? Okay, so let us discuss this. Are you bringing any of the following? For the Philippine currency and or any Philippine monetary instrument in excess of 50,000 pesos. So check bank or draft. If yes, please submit the original copy of prior authorization from the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas at the Bureau of Customs arrival area. So here, it mentions 50,000 pesos. From the old customs declaration form, it mentions 10,000 pesos. So I think this is the updated one. So the 50,000 pesos. So any Philippine currency in excess of 50,000 pesos, you must declare it. So if yes, please submit the original copy prior authorization from the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas at the Bureau of Customs Arrival Area. So if your answer is no, please answer no. Number 2, for foreign currency and foreign monetary instrument in excess of 10,000 US dollars or its equivalent, if yes, fill out the foreign currency and other foreign exchange denominated bearer monetary instrument declaration form at the Bureau of Customs Arrival Area. So please click no if you don't have more than 10,000 US dollars. Now, number 3, gambling paraphernalia. Do you have any? If no, please click no. If yes, please submit prior import permit or clearance from the Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation. Number 4, do you have any cosmetics, skincare products, food supplements and medicines in excess of the quantities for personal use? Kung ang meron po kayo ay meron kayong lahat nito, may cosmetics, skincare products, may food supplement and medicine, pero for your personal consumption, ang sagot po dito no. Kasi ang tinatanong po nila dito is kung meron ka ng mga ito, pero ibig sabihin maaring pambenta yun. So, ang sagot lang po natin dito no kung for personal use lang ang iyong dala-dala. Kung yes, please submit prior import permit or clearance from the FDA. And number 5, dangerous drugs such as morphine, marijuana, opium, poppies, or synthetic drugs. Siyempre, no ang answer dyan. Pero kung yes, please submit import permit or clearance from the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency. Number 6, firearms or ammunitions and explosives. If yes, please submit the import permit or clearance from Firearms and Explosive Office or Philippine National Police. For us, it's a no. And then number 7, alcohol and or tobacco products in commercial quantities. Again, commercial quantities. Kung wala naman kayo at meron kayo yung allowed lang, yung bumili kayo ng dalawa sa duty free, hindi kasama yon. So, ang ano doon is no. Kasi hindi naman commercial quantity yon, for personal consumption yon. If yes, so please submit the import permit or clearance from the FDA for alcohol or National Tobacco Administration for tobacco products. Number 8, foodstuffs, fruits, vegetables, live animals, meat, egg, and others, marine and aquatic products, plants and or the products and their byproducts. Kung wala naman, no po. Kung meron, yes. Kung may yes po tayo, please submit the import permit or clearance from the National Plant Quarantine or the National Veterinary Quarantine Services. Number 9, ito po, mobile phones, handheld radios, and similar gadgets in excess of the quantities for personal use and radio communication equipment. Meron ka ba na in excess, meaning maaring pambenta or kung sa kamag-anak, depende po siguro sa quantity yan. Kung napakadami, then you have to declare it. Kung pang konti lang naman at pang personal use po ay no po ang sagot natin dito. Yan. And then number 10, cremains, human ashes, so human organs or tissues. Syempre, wala tayo niyan. Pero kung meron, please secure clearance from the Bureau of Quarantine. Di ba meron po tayong mga kamag-anak? Hoping wag naman po mangyari yon. Yung syempre, yung mga kamag-anak na their loved ones pass away overseas. So, maaring ito po, kailangan yung kompletuhin ito. Now, number 11, may jewelry, may gold, may precious metals or gems ka ba? So, please declare if you have. If none, then no. Ayan. And then number 12, other goods not mentioned above. So, if so, ano pa po yung goods na meron kayo? Pa-declare lang po yan. And then, ayan po. Kaya, mas maganda po in advance nyo to gawin. Kaya, mas mahaba po ito compared sa yung manual. Kasi you really have to enumerate it. So, anyway, kung no, no lang po. Pero kung yes, ayan po. Automatically, ayan, tatanungin kayo. Pag nag-yes kayo, quantity, halimbawa, may sabon ka bang dala? Ilan? Ayan, kung meron ka bang dala na, for example, any other goods na worth declaring, like for example, laptop, so okay lang naman yan. So kung laptop, minsan po ako nagdadalawang laptop. So quantity, lagay nyo kung isa, kung dalawa, ayan, description. Kasi basta justifiable naman po na personal use yun. Like I'm a vlogger, I definitely usually use 2 laptops before. Pero ngayon at least I have a laptop na I can just bring kahit isa na lang po. So, okay lang po yun. And then, estimate amount. It doesn't have to be exact, mga kabayan. You can simply have na, kumbaga, estimate. And if you have, like, meron pa another item, just click add and then click add if you have, things that you need to declare. Ayan. So, if none, then go back tayo sa no. So once you're done with this, in case you need to attach anything, scan the result or image, so just please scan it. Now, if you don't have any, just proceed and scroll down. Signature po kayo dito. So for example, ayan. So signature nyo to. Pwede nyo pong ipag-signature. Ayan. Pwede naman po yung mouse. Halimbawa, ayan. So, yan po. So, kung hindi kayo satisfied, you can always clear it and try again. So, you can create your own signature here. Please indicate the email address. And then again here, wala kayong ibang makikitang ibang terminal. Terminal 1 lang po kasi yun lang po yung nire-require to submit the declare. So, again, in English, what I just said was you cannot see any other airport mentioned from this drop-down menu simply because only those who are arriving in NAIA Terminal 1 will be required to complete this online or electronic I declare or electronic customs declaration form. And once you're done, everyone, you just simply have to click submit. And once you click submit, you'll be able to receive the customs declaration form, the QR code for this. So once you're done, you can actually or wait for the email that they will send to you for the QR code. So please make sure that your email address is correct, and at the same time you can access your email address so that you can download the QR code from there. So once you have that, everyone, you're done. You have now completed the electronic customs declaration form or the I declare. And once you arrive in the Philippines, all you simply have to do is present that. And once you're done with the Bureau of Immigration and the language carousel, you can proceed to either the green lane or the red lane. If you have nothing to declare, proceed to the green lane. If you have something to declare, please proceed to the red lane. Now, just a reminder, everyone. So, the question that some of you might ask is, Jamey, what if hindi ko to alam, hindi ako na-inform ng aking airline? In English, what if I don't know about this? The airline did not actually inform me about this. So there are some circumstances wherein some of the travelers are not aware, especially those who will be arriving at a terminal or those who arrived in NAIA Terminal 1 about this. So most of the time, some of the airlines still have the manual customs declaration form and they simply ask some of the passengers to complete it. Or just like what was mentioned here, in case you were not able to accomplish the E-CBD-F prior to arrival, then you are asked to proceed to the customs desk in the arrival area of the terminal. The customs officer will gladly assist you in accomplishing the paper or electronic customs baggage declaration form through the E-CBD-F kiosk located at the customs area. So my advice, everyone, if for example you were not able to complete this and you did not know about this, then you can just simply complete the manual registration form for the customs declaration that will be given by the airlines. Yes, so I've heard some of the travelers, they said, Jamie, even if I did complete it online, some of the airlines are still giving us this form. So what shall I do? Do I need to complete this? If you already completed the I declare, do not complete the you don't need to complete the manual registration form because you already have the QR code. So you can just simply present it to them. So looking for that they do have access for that. But then again, if you were not able to complete I declare, then complete the manual registration form as needed. But then again, if you are able to complete this within 48 hours before your flight, at least you don't have any challenges anymore once you are on board or once you arrive in the Philippines. So once again, everyone, so with that, looking forward that this video had helped you. If you find this video helpful and informative, please click like. And I'm inviting you to please subscribe to my channel. Click that subscribe button and that notification bell so that you'll get updated every time we have a new video about travel, current events, and other inspiring videos that we will talk, chat, and discuss about. Once again, my name is Jamey Iris, your Talk TV show host, simply saying, have a pleasant flight everyone, mga kabayan, balikbayan, at ingat po kayo sa inyong pag-uwi sa Pilipinas. And of course, if you are a foreign national, have a great time in the Philippines. May God bless you. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in my next video.